I didn't know you were already going to be here. So glad you came to join us. We want to make sure that we have an opportunity for a Bible study for obviously our older members, but also our younger members. I have a cameraman back here and you're trying to tell me something. Is it something that...
Mr. Dustin, how are you?
Marco, you're not supposed to be here yet. I'm doing a warm introduction. I'm welcoming them to...
Warm?
Oh, no. Like I said, thank you for coming. We want to make sure that we take this opportunity to be...
Hey, come on up, puppy people! Come on!
Come on!
Come on, Jolene!
All the boys and girls are not here. Girls? Where is everybody, Mr. Dustin?
Well, here's what's happened. While you've been stored away, there's been a very upsetting thing that's been happening. There's been a pandemic that's been going on.
And a what?
Pandemic. It's we've had an illness that's called COVID-19, and it has gone all over the world, and it's come to the United States, and it's been a very serious thing. I know that we've been praying. I know everybody at home has been praying, and a lot of people have been getting sick. So we can't have a lot of people here. So that's why it's just me and the cameraman back there.
Hey, Mr. Cameraman. Hi, sir.
He's doing a very good job back there.
And he's kind of cute.
Oh, cute!
Yeah, debatable. But he is here and doing a good job for us. And that's why all of us here are making sure that we're 6 feet away. We all need to stay about 6 feet away to make sure that we don't get each other sick. But I wanted to get you here to connect you with the kids that are watching, because the cameraman, what he's going to do, even though there aren't kids here, he's going to take what's on the camera and he's going to put you into their living room.
Whoa! Okay, I just want to make sure I understand here.
Okay.
We are going to be movie stars?
Woo!
I've never been a movie star, Mr. Dustin. I can't wait!
Whoa.
How's my hair?
Mr.
You look
Dustin.
great. You look great.
Mr. Dustin,
What?
I've been told I have a radio face. Is that what that means?
A radio face is exactly what you have.
Oh, I'm so excited.
But I want to tell you, you're not necessarily a movie star, but you are going to be put onto either their TV or their phone or whatever device they might be watching on. So we wanted to get together with them and get with you because we haven't seen you in a while. But you know, all of us are kind of stuck at home right now. I know you've been stuck in a box.
Yes.
But we've been actually stuck at home, so we understand. We understand how you feel. But you know, there are worse things than be stuck at home. I mean, there are worse things. Can you think of anything that would be worse than being stuck at home? I mean, being at home isn't a horrible thing.
I know,
Yeah.
I know, Mr. Dustin.
Jolene, what you got?
Yes, I already know what you're going to say.
Okay,
I know what it is.
What is it?
The thing that is worse than being stuck at home is this. You see, me and my friends, we go on one trip a year. Just one.
All of you go together?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Party!
A big party.
Yep, one big trip, and we get to go with all the boys and girls, and we all go together to, drum roll please, Lads to Leaders Convention.
Yes, I love Lads to Leaders.
But Mr. Dustin,
What?
the thing that's being worse than stuck at home
What?
is that we only get to go one place a year.
Mhm.
Other than that, we're stuck in, like boxes.
Yep.
And convention was canceled.
Oh.
I know. I'm very sad about it as well, and I know everybody at home is sad about it. Yeah. But next year, you'll be ready for next year, and that's why we're glad that you're here with us today. Sally, anything that you can think of that would be worse than being stuck at home?
I miss school. I miss my friends. I miss my best friend, Jennifer. You know, we sit by each other every day, and now I can't even see her.
I know you talk a lot about school, and I know you love school. What's your favorite part of school?
I love cafeteria food. It's my favorite, especially when they have meatloaf.
Meatloaf. Interesting choice. But
It's my favorite.
We'll go with it. Marco, do you like school?
I love school, but you know what I like, Mr. Dustin?
What?
I like to pull the pretty girl's hair and run.
No,
it's fun.
Marco, that's not a real nice thing to do. Why do you
Really?
do that?
But they chase me.
But they're not chasing you for good reasons. They're chasing you they're not happy that you pulled their hair.
Ooh. Now you tell me.
Okay, well, let's not do that anymore at school. That's going to get you in trouble.
No more.
No more.
Mr. Dustin, I've got something worse.
What is worse than being stuck at home?
But come over here. I want to whisper to you because I don't want everybody at home to hear it.
Okay.
Come on.
What is it?
You're singing.
He's not wrong, Mr. Dustin.
It's pretty rough.
You do understand that right down this hallway, there is a closet, literally, with your names on it.
Oh,
Sing us a song.
Just kidding.
birdie singer.
All of a sudden, I'm a great singer, and so
Yep.
now that we're thinking about a song, we can't have puppets without singing a song.
Okay.
Y'all like singing a song?
Yeah.
I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly o'er the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir! I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir! I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir! I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly o'er the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir! Man, I love that song. You know, I really like that song because it gets you up and moving around. And I hope you joined us and moved around with us. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to get a little bit closer because I don't want them to hear. They can't march because I don't think they have legs. I've never seen them.
Oh, yeah.
What? There's a leg! Did you know the puppets had legs?
Here it is. My pretty red shoes.
A couple things about this. Number one, puppets have legs.
With your nose?
Number two, she's wearing high heels. And number three, she is extremely flexible.
Double jointed.
That is amazing.
That's
So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. So now that we've kind of talked about what's going on with y'all and you kind of know what's been going on with us, I want to get to kind of the most important thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to look into the Bible for a little bit, and we're going to say goodbye to our friends for a little bit. And as I think about us being stuck at home, and there's not really anywhere that we can go, it reminds me of a story that we find in Acts chapter 16. In Acts chapter 16, we see two guys, Paul and Silas, and they're thrown into prison. And they're in prison. Not only are they in prison, they're shackled, they're chained up, they can't move. And you can imagine being in prison, and what do you do? And I'm going to read the verse of what they decided to do at midnight. Now, I don't know what you're doing at midnight most of the time, but at midnight, most of the time I'm sleeping because I'm tired. But that was not the mindset of Paul and Silas. So I'm going to read to you what they decided to do at midnight when they were in jail. Acts chapter 16, verse 25. But at midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the prisoners were listening to them. Imagine that. Imagine every day when we're all stuck at home and we're trying to find something to do. We can still walk around. They couldn't walk around. They were shackled. They were chained. They were in prison, and they decided to do something extra. Can you imagine what the other prisoners thought? Here's Paul and Silas, and they're singing hymns to God when they could have been sad. They could have thought, oh man, we're in such bad shape. But they did something positive. Kind of like it says to us in the book of Matthew that we need to go the extra mile in our service to God. That's exactly what they did. And so I want you to think about this tomorrow when you're at home and you're thinking, man, I've been at this house for about 3 weeks now. What do I do? Find something positive to do. And I'm going to bring back our friends. If y'all can come back.
Hello, Mr. Dustin.
Hello. Can you think of anything? Maybe it gives them some ideas of some positive things that they can do while they're in their house.
I know. I have the perfect thing. I've heard that there is a shortage of toilet paper. So if everybody just uses one square, it would really help your family situation.
I don't think she should have said that.
We don't talk about toilet paper to the boys and girls.
Can you please ignore what Sally just said? Please use more than one square and make sure that you're doing what you need to do to take care of everything at your household, but do not listen to Sally. I'm going to move on because that was a horrible idea. Anybody else?
I know.
Marco, Jolene, what you got?
Okay. So
Yep.
Okay, so I think that the boys and girls need to exercise and find ways to go outside and be active. And here's what I'm going to do. See this arm right here? It gets a lot of exercise. It moves up and down and over and back. But guess what, Mr. Dustin?
What's that?
This other arm,
Yeah.
this one over here,
Yeah.
I am going to try to exercise it while I'm stuck during social distancing because it doesn't really get much exercise. And I'm not sure why, but I think it has to do with this stick right here.
So your left arm does not move?
No, not without a little stick.
Well, maybe next time if you come and join us again, maybe you've exercised it, maybe it'll work a little better. All right, Marco, you got anything?
Well, now that we've got a lot of time at home together, we could spend that time having family devotionals, pray, sing, and read the Bible together.
Shockingly, Marco actually has a very good idea. As a matter of fact, I hope that you'll tune in next Tuesday and Thursday. Chris and Caleb are going to give us some examples of how to perform a family Bible study. Maybe it's not something that feels real natural, or maybe you just need some tools. They are going to give us some examples on Tuesday and Thursday at 7 o'clock of how some tools that we can use to have our family Bible study and how we can set it up that'll benefit us as adults and for all of our kids. And so thank y'all for those ideas. So did anybody want to wrap up kind of our thoughts for today, our little Bible study that we had?
Me.
All right, Jolene, what you got?
Okay, so while we are stuck at home or, in a stage, we need to find things that we can do that go above and beyond and are good for us and kind for other people, just like Paul and Silas did when they were in jail.
Nice.
Very good job.
How was that, Mr.
Thank you,
Dustin? Was it good?
I couldn't have said it better myself. And so we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to you, and hopefully you'll come and visit with us again.
Oh, yes.
All right, so if
It
you'll
was
say
fun.
goodbye to the boys and girls.
Bye. Bye-bye. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And so I'm going to sign off as well. And so hopefully you will tune in next time, whenever that is. We're not sure when it's going to be, but you'll tune in next time as our friends will come back and we can have some more fun time and study God's Word.
Idiot. Go. Hey, come on up.
Coast is clear.
Yay, it's just us.
Just us, and we can do what we want to now.
Yahoo.
I don't understand all of this being inside.
No,
Me neither.
it's hard.
How many years have we been locked in boxes?
It's been forever.
A long time.
And behind this curtain?
Yep.
I have a plan. I think if we all push really hard on this curtain, we can bust out of here.
I think you're right.
Let's do it.
Are you ready? On the
Yes.
count of 3. Each of us take a number. I'm going to do 1.
I'll do 2.
3,
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
1. 1.
2.
3.
Here we go! Uh-oh. Didn't work.